Hey, welcome to my channel and to another meal prep. I think I've got a good one for you this week. I know it's a good one for me. I'm ready to dig in, especially to the lunch. What we're having this week is a peanut butter pecan baked pancake. I've already explained it on the video, but I'll tell you, when I first made it was with the Kodiak mix, the Power Cakes, whatever it's called. And what I have on hand now is the Trader Joe's protein. So I substituted it, and the texture of it looks like it should be the same. And of course, I serve it with syrup. It's a pancake, so that's why there's not too much sweetener in it, in the batter itself. And then for lunch, oh boy, this is what I'm ready for. Light dill pickle chicken salad. The first time I made this was when I was on low carb, so it was just gobbed with mayonnaise, and it was so good. Well, I had to lighten it up because now that I'm back on Weight Watchers, all that mayonnaise, no, too many points, way too many points. But I'm gonna tell you what, it's delicious. I'll just tell you, it's delicious. I tasted it. If it needed anything else, I didn't know what it was. So I'm ready to dig into that. Then you're gonna see something this week that you saw last week. The pineapple Greek yogurt parfaits. When David ate his, we made pineapple last week and peach. The peach was not near as good as the pineapple, which we knew that was our favorite from, I'll link it below. It's a video that I did a long time, I think 2 years ago, with Greek yogurt pudding desserts, just to show you there's different ways that you can do it, mixing and matching, fruits and cookies and pudding flavors. So I'll link that below if you want to go check that out. The pineapple's our favorite. Hold on, I got to take this phone call. I'm sorry about that, but I had a video visit with the doctor this morning, and I was waiting on them to call me back to get payment. So I had to take it because they want their money. So what we were talking about was the pineapple yogurt parfaits, and David ate it. He's like, I can do that again. I'm like, well, I'll do that again. So what you're going to see is I'm going to do the footage from last week and just put it back in this video. Since I actually prepped them, I want to include it, but it'll be a different it'll be from last week, so you would have seen it before if you watch my preps. So that is what I have this week, and like I said, I'm excited to eat all of it. I'm hoping that this is going to help me stay on track. So that is all I know for now. We will just turn around and get started cooking. Here are the dry ingredients for the pancakes. Now I'm using Trader Joe's protein pancake mix. When I first did the recipe, it was the Kodiak. So I'm hoping it translates the same way because I'm still using the same amount. 1.5 cups of protein pancake mix. 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. 4 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter. And I wanted to show you, I'm using PB2, but this is my little trick. I just pull off half of the paper, and then it acts just like the baking soda cans. You can level off your teaspoons, tablespoons, or whatever. And then 2 tablespoons of sweetener. And I'm using the Truvia Sweet Complete. And we just want to whisk this together well. Alright, now we need 1 egg, 1 cup of plain unsweetened almond milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And then we just want to whisk this I can't talk this morning. Whisk this together well. Okay, now we just want to put this into a sprayed 8x8 or 9x9 baking dish. The oven is preheated to 350. Now, this is the way I do my pecans. Hold on. 2 grams of pecans is 0 points. But when I originally did the recipe, the WW math, when I put 8 grams, 2 per quarter, it upped it a point. And I'm like, well, I don't like that kind of math because I'm only going to eat 1 square at a time. So that day I'm going to eat 0 points worth of pecans. So you can do how you want to do, but I didn't put pecans, I don't think, I don't think I put pecans in the recipe, unless it changed this time, but this is how I do it. I'm putting 2 grams on each square. Now, here I'm estimating. This is 8 grams of chopped pecans. But all right, now this will go in the 350 degree oven for 30 minutes. I'll let this bake for 30 minutes, and it is done. We're going to see if I can never cut straight. Trader Joe's worked okay. I think it did. That's a nice texture. Okay, well, I'm going to plate these up. For the chicken salad, you can cook your chicken however you want to, but for me, it's just easier to throw it in the Instant Pot. I already have my 1/2 cup of liquid in the bottom. That's because this is a 3-quart. The other ones, you have to use a cup. And this is 2 pounds of chicken. I'm not going to season it just yet. Then all it takes, be sure and shut your seal, all it takes is 7 minutes. I can't see. There we go. So then we'll let that go and start on something else. So let the chicken naturally release for 10 minutes, but you can see the little valve, I don't know what you call it, it released, so you don't have to let any steam out. So what I'm going to do is put my chicken on this cutting board to cool. Since we're putting Greek yogurt in it, I don't want to put it in there with hot chicken. We'll go ahead and get our eggs started boiling. I'm not going to put this many in the salad. We'll eat the rest, but while I'm boiling, I might as well boil a pot full. I just have them covered with cold water, a few shakes of salt, let it come up to the boil, then boil them for 10 minutes, and that's it. We will put together the main part of our chicken salad first. All I did was, after they cooled, just diced up the chicken. I didn't want it shredded. I just want it diced. And now I'm going to salt it a little bit just to make sure the chicken has some flavor. And that is to taste. Now, I have here 3 slices of turkey bacon that I cooked, and I had to cut it because you know turkey bacon does not crumble. So use whatever kind of turkey bacon you want. This is the Columbus uncured that I got at Costco. Now this is a lot of pickles. You can do this to taste. This is 6 little baby Dills. Then 1/2 cup of shredded, this is reduced fat cheddar. I just say red onions to taste. I think I put 1/2 cup in the recipe just to have something. So that's probably about 1/2 cup. Then the eggs. I just wanted to show you this. I hope that's not blurry. It's kind of hard to do, not on the thing. But this, hold on. This little chopper is one of the handiest, I tell y'all every time, one of the handiest little things in my kitchen. I have it in my Amazon store, which is linked below if you want to go look at it. But I'm starting with 2 eggs, which I'm thinking looks like it's going to be enough. You could even leave out the eggs if you want to, but I wouldn't. Okay, let's add that. Let's just give this a good little toss. Looks looking good already. Now let me set this stuff aside and we will mix our dressing. A lot of times I mix my dressing for my salads right in the bowl, but I'm thinking it's going to be easier if we just mix it separately and then fold it in, stir it in, whatever. So hold on. Okay, so I've never made this with Greek yogurt, so this is a guesstimate, but I have a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. I'm using Duke's Light. This is 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt. I'm using the Fayet. I love the Fayet. To that we need to add a teaspoon of vinegar, just plain apple cider vinegar, hot sauce to taste. You know, my taste is wimpy. Just a pinch of salt, pinch of pepper, and a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and I'm just going to eyeball it. And when I open this, it's probably going to squirt out on me. Oh, it didn't. Oh, but it is watery. I think that's a teaspoon. Now I'm going to stir this up and give it a taste and see what else it needs. I think it'll be good when it blends with everything else. So we just want to add it to our chicken. Give this a good stir. Now, all this is to taste. You know, salads, chicken salads, tater salads, egg salads. It's all to taste. So anything you don't like, you want to leave out, leave it out. Anything you want to add, you add. Okay, but you won't look at it. I gave it a taste, and oh boy, it's good. I like it just like it is. Now, here's the thing. Just make 6 servings. I pre-weighed my bowl. I have a thing in my cabinet. I will insert a picture. I also have the printed part. I have what I'm trying to say is I have the sheet on my website under miscellaneous. It is customizable, so you can put it in your Word document program and fix it and change it. But I'll show you what I keep inside my cabinet, so when I need to weigh something and I forget to weigh the bowl or the pot that it's in, I already know. So let's turn this on. I'm going to do it in grams. Okay, 2674. I know that, let me look, that my bowl weighs 1,499 grams. So hold on and let me ask Alexa. Okay, her math sounds like it's going to be too much, but it says it's 183 grams for 6 servings, and that sounds like a lot, but maybe chicken weighs a lot. So let's just see what that looks like. Well, that little bowl is 122 grams, so maybe it's not. What did I say, 183? Oh, yeah, that's not going to be... And 6 servings, 186, close enough, is only 3 points. So then I make a really big sandwich or a regular sandwich with a little extra. So there you have it. There is our dill pickle chicken salad. For dessert, we're making some Greek yogurt parfaits. I'm doing 2 different kinds, so I have 2 different bowls. Since I'm doing 2, I have a cup of yogurt each. I'm using the Fage non-fat. Like, I'll use other non-fat yogurts just for odds and ends, cooking, you know, things. But for where it counts, like this or the pound dropper cheesecakes, Fage is the way to go. It is, you can see how thick it is. It is just a thick, luscious Greek yogurt. So I have 1 cup each. Now I need 1 tablespoon of the sugar-free Jell-O mix. And these little things I bought years ago. I had in my stash years ago. And what I do is I put a box of, which I refilled them today, so that's why they're pretty full, of each flavor. I have 1 of each flavor over there in my drawer. And I still keep boxes. So this is just for when I just need a tablespoon here, teaspoon there, like for stuffed French toast. And then let's mix that together. I meant to tell you, these came from the Dollar Tree, and that's been so many years ago. I don't know if they still make them, but they're over in the children's section, the baby section. So now, when I first found this recipe years ago, right after I started Weight Watchers, probably 4 years ago, this is where it stopped. And I thought it needed to be lightened up a little bit. This is like where you just make pudding. I take this fat-free Ready Whip and do 3 tablespoons because it's 0 points. Now I'm not going to weigh it. I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to eyeball 3 tablespoons and call it a day. Because I don't think there's enough calories or time on this earth to worry about a little bit of Ready Whip. Now, it doesn't make it, you know, like a silky, light, airy mousse, but it does give it just a touch of lightness. Oops, hold on just a minute. What I did next was measure out my vanilla grams. Now, I said in my menu plan, I like graham crackers. That's my preferred cookie to put in these parfaits. But I cannot have graham crackers in my house because I'll eat them. I'll get a cup of milk and I'll eat them till they're gone. I will almost make myself sick on them. They're right up there with Little Debbie cakes. I just can't have them. So these are not going to tempt me. The vanilla cupcake graham goldfish. I played with the points. 2 points worth didn't seem like enough. I like some good crunch in with mine. So this is 2/3 of an ounce, which is 0.67. So I weighed out points. So you can see it's almost 1/3 of a cup. So if you want to do a scant 1/3 of a cup, if you don't have a scale, and that is 3 points. If you go, I can't remember. The next notch down is 2 points, but I wanted that extra crunch. So this is for 2 of them. I'll have to reweigh 2 of them, but we'll go ahead and put together. And I have a 1/2 cup per parfait of pineapple tidbits, and these are just sliced pineapple peaches in the can that I took my scissors and just chopped them up like that. Now, I don't know the rule. If you drain this, these are both in juice. If you drain it, to me it's 0 points. So I count this as 0 points. You do whatever you think is the best thing to do. If you get fruit as 0 points, I don't know the rule, but I think if there's no juice, since you can't drink the juice, then it should count as 0. So that's how I'm counting it. Now here, let's see, that goes with that. That's the cheesecake. That's the vanilla. I'll just make one. What I'm using are these little Rubbermaid. You can put them in a pretty mason jar, which is what I wanted to do, but I only have 3 of the size I need, and I didn't want to do an extra one just because I didn't want to have them different. So I'm just using these. These will stack in the fridge better anyway. So what I want to do is put a little bit of my, we'll say half of my cookies on the bottom, and then this is, let's see, let's go ahead and do some pineapple. So this is 2 servings, so we'll try to gauge what would be half. Try to spread that around a little bit. And then we'll try to do half of the pineapple and then the other half of the little graham crackers. And that is our pineapple Greek yogurt parfait. Here's what we have this week. We have the peanut butter pecan baked pancake for breakfast. That's 5 points. The light dill pickle chicken salad for 3 points. And the pineapple Greek yogurt parfaits for 4 points. So that is what I'm having this week. I think I'm set up for success. I hope you're having a good weekend, and I will see you on my next video.